On the news tonight, Minister of Interior charges officers and men of custodian service to live up to expectation. University Don calls for more recognition of teaching profession. President Tinubu mourns Islamic scholar Sheikh Muhyiddin Ajani Bello. Good evening and welcome to NTA Ijebu-Ode News at 7. My name is Fatima Azan, and here are the details. Behind the high walls of Nigeria's correctional facilities, a quiet revolution is brewing. Inmates are hoping for change, and today the spotlight turns to the officers tasked with delivering it. Victor Azu reports that the Nigerian Correctional Service is placing its future in the hands of these newly elevated leaders, with a clear mandate: reform, rehabilitate, and inspire hope.
These senior officers are not just filling positions. They are stepping into pivotal roles that could reshape the correctional system. Their mission is to align the service with global best practices, balancing security with rehabilitation. The Minister of Interior and the Controller General of Corrections are therefore laying down the challenge. Justify your elevation by driving impactful change, prioritizing productivity, and most importantly, inmate welfare.
Let this be the beginning of a renewed correctional service. Let's change our orientation. Let's change our determination.
This milestone will go a long way in motivating correctional officers to rise up to the challenges and complexities of modern corrections and custodial management.
For the newly promoted Assistant Controllers General, Habiba Ahmed and Ismaila Adagiri, the stakes are clear. Their focus will be on training personnel and improving inmate welfare, areas that could transform lives within and beyond the custodial walls.
Training makes you more capable to produce. Through training, you know exactly how to help an inmate to realign his mind or to change his mind from being an offender to being a positive member of the community.
I have intention that as an Assistant Controller General of Nigerian Correctional Service to see how we can improve in the welfare of inmates, and there is improvement in their feeding through production in the farm centers.
As these leaders take up their new roles, expectations are high. Their efforts could redefine the Nigerian Correctional Service, turning challenges into opportunities for meaningful reform and rehabilitation. In Abuja, Victor Azu, NTA News.
The International Labour Organization, in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment, is advocating the enactment of an internationally acceptable labour standards law for Nigeria. The ILO, in a meeting with editors, explained that the legislation seeks to update Nigeria's labour law to ensure decent work conditions and eradicate child labour. Ignatius Unkwo reports.
Less than 24 hours after the Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment rectified the draft National Industrial Relations Policy, the International Labour Organization and the Ministry are intensifying awareness on the Labour Standards Bill. At this engagement with editors of media organizations, the International Labour Organization and the Ministry of Labour and Employment stressed the need for the media to amplify the urgency of the proposed labour law expected to be presented to the Federal Executive Council.
So the essence of this workshop is to create awareness in the press about the fact that the labor laws are being updated.
Laws are really outdated. You cannot talk about punishment of 10 naira, 20 naira in this kind of era.
To understanding the dynamics as media practitioners so that we can drive active conversation and active inclusion of all the stakeholders within the space.
The discussions highlighted the review of minimum employable age to be pegged at 15 years and for the document to align with the United Nations Convention 182 in the eradication of child labor.
whatever agreement you actually make, whatever decision you want to make concerning a child, it should be in the best interest of the child.
And really, we want to have a conversation around not only issues of child labor, but the legislative environment governing child labor.
The International Labour Organization is not relenting in the promotion of peace and social justice through decent work. Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
The significance of effective teaching in addressing societal challenges cannot be underscored. This was made known in an inaugural lecture delivered by Professor Veronica Ebun Yolomfon of the Department of Educational Management, Taisholan University of Education, Ijagun, Ogun State. And here are the details. Teachers are generally known as role models, mentors, and change makers. They inspire, motivate, and guide their influence extends far beyond the classroom by shaping the fabric of a nation. The University Don, Professor Veronica Ebun Yolomfon, in her inaugural lecture titled A Rescue to a Nation in Crisis, described teachers at all levels as the backbone of a society, nurturing young minds and fostering a brighter future, but yet facing numerous challenges, including inadequate resources.
Real teachers have what it takes to deal with any situation from its rudiments. They stand in the gap of life where the young in age will stand. Teachers need their passion to be reignited in order to stand at the models of the future that we all dream of. Teachers are the real people that can lead out of a crisis in any nation. They are the ones who can refocus people for the kind of future the nations all over the world are looking for.
She demonstrates impact of teachers on young minds, being a role model and mentors. The Vice Chancellor of Taisholan University of Education, Professor Oluwole Banjo, described the lecture as a clarion call to rescue the nation's educational sector from its current crisis through effective teaching, an antidote to educational excellence.
If we treat teachers well, we'll be able to deliver very well to the students, and the student also will, apprehend very quickly and very well too. And in doing that, they will develop themselves and invariably develop the nation.
Other speakers called on stakeholders in the educational sector to give priority to teachers' welfare at all levels.
Education should be properly handled by government, and teachers should be properly, adequately remunerated so that they can do their work joyfully and prepare the future leaders of this country.
There is need to rescue the education system, and the best kind of people to do so are the teachers.
It's highly educative and very enlightened, because from what she said, I can deduce something that we need to learn and relearn.
One of the things we learned today is about the importance of teachers shaping the future, shaping generations today, tomorrow, and the future.
The inaugural lecture was the fourth in the Department of Educational Management and 29th of its kind in the university. Children are often called blessings and salt of the world, so nurturing them regardless of their special needs is essential to ensure they grow into worthy ambassadors of the future, as their potential is limitless, and with the right support, they will shine brightly in the world ahead. Those were the words of the Nigerian Air Force Officers' Wives Association President, NAFOA, Rakia Abubakar, to commemorate International Day of Persons with Disabilities at the NAFOA Special Needs School in Abuja. Defense correspondent Olajide Bello reports.
Rakia Abubakar, the compassionate president of NAFOA, stood in front of a vibrant group of children with special needs, her heart overflowing with warmth, and the children full of excitement eagerly awaited her words. With a gentle smile, she knelt down to their level, her eyes meeting theirs with deep understanding. She began, her voice soft yet strong, described the children as unique, special and loved, extending hands, inviting them into a circle, and the children eagerly joined her. As they held hands, the NAFOA president shared stories of strength and hope, encouraging them to never give up.
As we move forward, Let us be guided by the principles of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability. Let us work together to create a world that values diversity, promotes equality, ensures that all individuals have the opportunity to reach their full potential.
Your differences are what makes you strong and talented. Don't be afraid to be yourself and show the world your awesomeness.
NAFOA Little Angels and the special gifted children added color to the day. With every hug and smile, NAFOA created a bond that would last a lifetime, making sure each child felt seen, valued and cherished. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
Illegal lodgers and encroachers have once again been warned to desist from the act, as such is capable of endangering wildlife as well as destroying the ecosystem. Conservator of the Old Oyo National Park, Teslim Karim, gave the stern warning while parading another set of suspects at the Shepeteri area of the park in Oyo who allegedly fell ironwoods. Niyi Omoteishe reports.
The Old Oyo National Park, Teslim Karim, who restated government's commitment to curtailing and eliminating illegal activities of encroachers, said it is no longer business as usual. He revealed that the three suspects, Thomas Ogunera, 50 years old, Emmanuel Nyanve, 25, and Latif Olabande, who is in his 60s, were apprehended while logging some ironwoods, including mahogany and Asperus mespiliformis tree. The suspects, who admitted to committing the crime, alleged that they were contracted by the community head of Araromi, Ogunsipe, in Saki East local government area of Oyo State, High Chief Philip Ogunleke Ogunsipe. Meanwhile, the indicted community leader, High Chief Philip Ogunsipe, who spoke in Yoruba language, denied the allegation, claiming that he only paid one of the suspects, Latif Olabande, to supply him woods for roofing of his building under construction, without having an inkling of where he was going to source for it. The suspects will be arraigned before a competent court of jurisdiction for legal prosecution.
The National Hospital Abuja, having recorded many firsts in its 25 years of existence, is poised to leverage on government support, technology, public-private partnership to surpass previous achievements. Chief Medical Director Mohammed Raji Mahmood, reeling out strategic plans of the hospital going forward on Good Morning Nigeria, is optimistic of being the best and a complete patient center. Lydia Sampson reports.
Though the life-saving role played by the National Hospital calls for everyday celebrations, the Chief Medical Director says celebrating milestones provides the needed platform for reflection and strategic planning towards sustainable health service delivery.
We are working towards having systems, strengthen the systems, and also create better systems that would really give a lot of succor and efficiency efficiently to the Nigerian citizens and also any of our clients that comes from any part of the world. We are looking forward to increased professionalism amongst our staff in terms of patient-centered care.
The hospital CMD also lauded the hospital's pioneering laparoscopic and robotic surgery, which differs from traditional open surgery because they require small incisions using camera to magnify view of the process. Management staff of the hospital, who were part of the conversation, highlighted some achievements which include expansion of pharmaceuticals, specialized training to include manufacturing, and having state-of-the-art equipment.
Over time, we have various professional groups that have their week of activities. These ones to give back to the community. I'll talk about Pharmacy Week, the World Pharmacy Day. We went we did a match round. We gave out some cheap drugs like paracetamol, vitamin C, that we could afford to the community. We also went to public places where we could give some health talk to make people know what kind of illness are rampant and what to do and where to go.
Then we have emergencies will come in. Of course, those emergencies will take precedence over the elective cases. So we now have to wait sometimes. Well, like, okay, the emergency has to go in. So if I have my, like 5 or 6 major surgeries I wanted to do for that moment, I have to wait. Because there's no other theater space. Now that's why he was, our CMD was talking about having a modular theater with specific subspecialties in those areas, and that would take the burden of, these areas that we have already been used.
They were emphatic that bequeathing a hospital with highest professionalism and efficiency to Nigerians is a mandate that will not be compromised. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
We'll be back shortly after the break. Please stay tuned.
Your heritage station.
Nigeria Television Authority, NTA Ijebu-Ode Heritage Station. A station that updates you on latest information, news, people day-to-day activities. We promote Nigeria culture. We bring to you educative program and talk shows for young and old. We give you latest updates from the world of sports. We also bring to you updates from the entertainment world. We are the best among the rest. We are available on StarTimes Channel 103 and UHF 63.
NTA Ijebu-Ode, your heritage station.
Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. African artistic excellence and culture were on full display as the Zuma International Film Festival hosted its annual award and gala night in Abuja, with the best and brightest minds in the entertainment industry getting recognized for their varying levels of creativity. Daniel Aderiye was there and now brings us the reports.
Lights, camera, action. 3 words associated with the world of film. But today is not for shoots. Rather, it is to reward those behind the process, from directors to actors, screen and scriptwriters, and even producers. Everyone who has distinguished themselves through excellence in the past year had a moment in the spotlight.
Our theme this year, Digital Renaissance Embracing the Future, was no coincidence. It was a conscious choice to highlight the critical role of digital technology in achieving success and growth in our increasingly technology-driven industry. This theme has challenged us to rethink.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu shares in the pain of the loss with the Muslim Ummah over the passing at the age of 84. The highly revered Islamic scholar Sheikh Muhyiddin Ajani Bello, a release by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, President Tinubu affirms that the cerebral scholar lived to serve the Almighty Allah and humanity with his unusual insight into the Holy Quran, depth of the wisdom and the gift of interpretation, which provided peace, comfort, and guidance for many. The President believes Sheikh Bello's discovery of divine purpose at an early age and commitment to long hours of prayers, studying and meditation shaped his message and the destiny of many Muslims within and outside the country. The President prays that Almighty Allah will receive the soul of the departed cleric and comfort his family while urging an approximation of his legacies during his sojourn on earth. For joining us. Good night. Have a pleasant weekend.